Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going back to my roots and reviewing a tech suit, and one by Mizuno at that as well. And it is the GX Sonic Neo SL suit, the latest tech suit from Mizuno, and probably the biggest departure from their original models that I've been reviewing to this day. If you've followed my channel for a while, you know my very first review was the GX Sonic 3 ST. And since then I've reviewed the 3MR, the 4ST, the 5MR and the 5ST. And all them suits have a very similar DNA and don't depart too much from the previous model, adding small refinements. This year, however, Mizuno released two Neo models, both of which I'll review, starting today with the SL, and soon, if you subscribe to my channel, you will see the AG review as well. These models offer something completely different. They try and add more flexibility, freedom of movement, comfort, something that if you've used a Mizuno suit in the past, you probably know they don't do too well at, because they put more focus on being best in class at compression, upkick support and buoyancy. As I've already said, today I'm going to be reviewing the SL, the streamline model. But if you want to see the review of the AG all generation model and other content on this channel, please do subscribe. And if you enjoy the video, please like it. Also, I quickly just want to say, if you like this t-shirt I'm wearing today with my OG logo on, you can get it at £5 discount on my website today using coupon code YouTube5. Please do go visit my website at www.TheSwimsuitGuy.co.uk. Without further ado, let's head into this review. So the Neo line does come in at slightly cheaper than the original Mizuno GX Sonic models, and you can find this for $280 US on their American website and about £190 if you're in the UK using eBay. The suit comes in a range of colours. It comes in this all black, as well as one with like little bursts of yellow and lime on it. Just like any other Mizuno suits in the past, you have to get a small, medium, large, extra large and so on. Unlike your Western sizes of a 20, a 24, a 26, and I personally wear a large suit in these models. A large suit is probably saying as similar to a 26 or a 28 in Speedo, Arena and Tier. But as with anything, I'd recommend you use the sizing guide when picking a suit size. You may have seen other reviews of Mizuno on this channel in the past, and I talk about how difficult they're to get on. But due to the more flexibility in this model, this is not that bad at all, and you can put this on no different to probably any other suit you've used in the past. And that already shows how different this is from other Mizuno suits. It still uses a range of different fabrics, although it doesn't use the more popular Ribtex fabric you'll find and love in some other Mizuno models. Instead, it uses a lot of their Sonic Light material, which is that more waxy, papery material that's very light, very water repellent, and still has a great amount of compression in it. That being said, unlike other Mizuno models which have a lot of dual layering, especially on the back half of the suit, this suit is almost all single layered. The only dual layer area is this grey area on the back of the suit, which is more for modesty than anything else. We also have a brand new material which is for modesty over the crotch area here, and this is almost like a mesh fabric, and again completely different from what has ever been used on a Mizuno suit before. Due to the fact that this suit has no dual layering, it makes this have so much less compression, but also unfortunately less buoyancy. When comparing this to a Mizuno GX Sonic MR or ST model, the SL feels so much more flexible with huge amounts of freedom of movement. And if you are someone that has tried a Mizuno model in the past, but just found it's too much for the 200 meter plus events that you swim, you're probably going to find that this is exactly what you're looking for. It's still going to be way more compressive than something like a Tira Victor or Arena Carbon Air or a Speedo Pure Valor, but nowhere near to the upper echelon of something like a Mizuno GX Sonic 5 ST. And it ends up being a model that I can easily recommend for someone swimming 200 meter events, 400 meter events, a range of strokes, or even a medley. Regardless, it still has some of them tricks that I love about Mizuno suits. Most notably, it still has some great hamstring taping. And instead of going down the pathway of having an X taping that the newer Mizuno models have, it has just a twin taping down the back, much like the original 3ST model. It isn't quite as snappy as that model, but it does seem to affect your kick a little bit, and I've really enjoyed using it in freestyle races, especially because of this taping you can see right here. It isn't going to have any negative effects, it just gives you that little extra snap and extra kick support when you get to the end of a race, because as it stretches out, it pulls your leg back up, therefore helping your kick. As with any good suit, all the seams are bonded, and they're in a smart structure, which again lends to compression. You can see the taping coming around here, in the inner legs here, and the seams are really high quality and they're not very prone to ripping. There's another thing that I really love about this suit, which is almost like an homage to the 3MR, a legendary suit that people still fight to get their hands on today. And that's the taping it has down the side. So it almost has the great taping effects of the 3ST and the 3MR, which are not seen in any of the other latest Mizuno models to this day. When it actually comes to wearing this suit, I've loved it. At first I was a little worried because it takes away some of the things that I think make the original Mizuno suit so great, like the dual layering. But instead you've got something that clearly has elements of the Mizuno DNA and unique features that separate it from other brands and other models, while also catering for a much broader market. This is the Mizuno suit for the masses, something that isn't as polarizing as the original Mizuno suits with their extreme levels of compression. It still has that slightly higher weighted cut, it still has the brilliant and strategic taping, and it still is one of the most water-repellent suits I've ever worn. The beading on this is just crazy, and it feels waxy to the touch even after multiple wears. The fact that this is cheaper than the other Mizuno GX Sonic, ST and MR models makes sense because there's less going on. But that also just increases the value proposition. And in America, instead of being $375, it's only $280, almost $100 cheaper than the ST and MR. And for specific races, this is a better option. If you swim at a 200-meter freestyle or 400-meter IM, this is a suit that I can heavily recommend if you want elements of compression or elements of Mizuno and elements of greatness. Mizuno have always done a great job at offering different suits for different swimmers with the ST and MR. And now that they've introduced the SL and AG, they have 4 completely different suits for pretty much every swimmer out there, all the way from the ST to the AG. If you're going to look at like a list of the Mizuno suits and a list of events, if the ST is the ultimate sprint suit and the AG is the 1500 freestyle, you then have the MR here and the SL here. It goes slightly more towards the distance and more forgiving suits while still having loads of brilliant features. I love the design, I love wearing this suit, and you can still wear this for something like a 100 meters event and feel like this is a great suit. In fact, there's still elements of this suit that are great for sprinting, and it really is an all-rounder suit, a jack of all trades and a master of some areas, not a master of none. If you've tried the Mizuno Neo SL, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and if you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. As I mentioned before, subscribe to the channel if you want to see my review of the Mizuno AG, and if you want to get £5 discount off this t-shirt, you use coupon code YouTube5 on my website www.TheSwimsuitGuy.co.uk. As always, I'll see you on the next video.